The sinking of the Titanic is a tragic event in history that has captivated people's imaginations for over a century. On April 14, 1912, the Titanic, one of the largest and most luxurious ships of its time, struck an iceberg on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City, resulting in the deaths of over 1,500 people. Despite being equipped with state-of-the-art technology and safety features, the Titanic sank in just over 2 hours, leaving many unanswered questions and mysteries behind. The Titanic was the product of intense competition among the shipping companies of the time. The White Star Line, the company that owned the Titanic, wanted to build a ship that would surpass its competitors in terms of size, luxury, and speed. The Titanic was designed to be the largest and most luxurious ship in the world, with amenities such as a swimming pool, a gymnasium, and even a Turkish bath. The ship was also equipped with the latest technology, including electric elevators, wireless communication, and a sophisticated navigation system. Despite its many safety features, the Titanic was not invincible. The ship was designed with watertight compartments that could be sealed off in the event of a breach. But the compartments were not high enough to prevent water from spilling over the top. Additionally, the ship's crew was not properly trained to handle emergency situations, and the lifeboats on board were not sufficient to accommodate all the passengers and crew. On the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic was sailing through the North Atlantic when it struck an iceberg. The ship's captain, Edward Smith, was warned of the danger but believed that the ship was unsinkable and did not take the necessary precautions. As a result, the Titanic began to take on water and eventually sank, with many passengers and crew trapped on board or thrown into the icy waters. In the aftermath of the sinking, there were many questions and controversies surrounding the Titanic. One of the most significant was the issue of the inadequate number of lifeboats on board. The Titanic was designed to carry 32 lifeboats, but only 20 were actually on board. This was due to concerns about the aesthetics of the ship and the belief that it was unsinkable. As a result, many passengers and crew were left stranded on the sinking ship or forced to jump into the freezing water without a lifeboat. Another controversy was the actions of the ship's crew in the moments leading up to the sinking. Some survivors claimed that the crew was unprepared and disorganized, while others praised their bravery and heroism. There were also allegations of class discrimination, as many of the first-class passengers were given priority in the lifeboats. The sinking of the Titanic also had a significant impact on the shipping industry and the regulation of safety standards. The disaster prompted the creation of the International Ice Patrol, which monitors icebergs in the North Atlantic to this day. It also led to the adoption of stricter safety regulations, such as the requirement for ships to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew. Despite the many investigations and inquiries into the sinking of the Titanic, there are still many mysteries and unanswered questions surrounding the disaster. One of the most intriguing is the role of the Titanic's captain, Edward Smith. Some have speculated that he was under pressure from the White Star Line to maintain the ship's schedule and speed, which may have contributed to the decision not to take the iceberg warnings more seriously. Others have suggested that he was simply overconfident and believed that the ship was unsinkable. There is also speculation about the cause of the Titanic sinking. While the iceberg was the immediate cause, some have suggested that other factors may have contributed, such as a design flaw or structural weakness in the ship's hull.